that I can respond to. The first one, somebody asked about legislation that was being proposed to ensure that we combine all bursaries and put that money together so that education becomes free from primary all the way to university. The answer to that is simple. If you put together all the resources that go to bursary from what the MCA gives or the county government, sometimes it's fought, you don't know whether it's from the MCA or the governor, what the women rep gives, and what are these called? Members of the National Assembly, CDF gives. It totals to a very small fraction. It's hardly 10 billion shillings. The cost of education, if you see through this year's budget alone, education is the biggest charge on our national budget, costing in excess of 650 billion Kenya shillings. So, whatever is being given in bursary doesn't form even 1% of what it will cost to educate everybody free of charge. I was trying to ask Prof here and I couldn't get it, whether he's aware of any country in the world where education is free from primary to secondary. And that includes the wealthiest of nations, let alone a third world country like Kenya. So even as we try to seek solutions, let us stick to within the realms of reality, because that's what life is about. And I think we were honest with each other and we said, as we begin this conversation, there are adults in the room, so we'll say things that are practical. So the answer to that is that it's because no country in the world can afford that, not even Kenya. Second issue, somebody asked about presidential visits, that sometimes they are too short in this region. The comrade who stood said, hakupata kitu. So I don't know what exactly he wanted. Because that invitation was to a private facility. Somebody has put in 5 billion Kenya shillings of their money. It's an organization called Samaritan's Pass. The only ask they have made of the government is that honor us by ensuring that the day we open this facility, be present so that we know that you appreciate that you've made donations to your country. I believe it was a good thing to appreciate such people that have made donations to our country. Therefore, it was worth for him to take his time and come and listen to them. He would have addressed people, but he trained. So how do you address people? So, and I believe there will always be times where he will come and engage. The model that has been adopted, as opposed to the previous one, where we'd address ourselves in rallies, I have seen him do town halls. I saw one in Kisumu, I saw another in Taveta. I am sure we will have our own also, like this. A town hall is a session like what you are having now, and you will get to personally ask him about the questions that are being asked presently. I think the last issue was in the issue of employment opportunities. The gentleman that asked got me confused, because when I was invited to the meeting, I was told you're coming to talk to students. So I was a bit lost that does he want to work and study at the same time, which would be commendable, because Sang there talked about the program. It's called what? Tujitume program, because it's available for students who want to work and get employed. So I think when you will be responding, you can give an answer to people like that gentleman who are interested in studying and working at the same time, because those opportunities are available. On the issue of safety, I think of Kenyans that are going out in diaspora, I saw the chairman for NEA is here, Mr. Vincent Kigen. I'm sure I will yield the floor at some point, because I'll not stay all the way to the end, and he will get an opportunity to respond to those issues about safety of Kenyans that are going to work in diaspora. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Aaron.